Good morning, students. Yeah, today we are going to study about the defining culture. Now, many outlooks and the views we have uh, taken or the discussed in our two previous classes about the culture or regarding the culture. Students, now we are going to study in this topic about the definitions. Many of the anthropologists and sociologists of the world fame, they have defined uh, the define the cultures from their own just a point of view. Understand? And point of view this term culture. So here we are going to now explains their definitions कि how from which angles from which point of view they have seen this term culture, they have defined this term culture to show the many of the definitions. So oftenly we know that the term culture is used to to a refer to acquiring a refined taste. Now, culture means acquiring to get a refined taste in classical. A culture means culture basically or general terms. Culture is not denoted with the music, dance, art, painting like that. So, in common sense, sensual viewpoint, the cultures now is a just a the acquiring a refined taste in classical music, in classical dance, music, dance, and the painting. This refined taste was thought to distinguish people from the uncultured masses. Now, I have already mentioned that how these refined people and in the different taste are different from the uncultured masses. This has been the told, but this is not a actually fact. This is not actual fact. This is the culture now denotes and it's had the different traits. And this defined taste was thought distinguish people from the uncultured masses. This is the not true, but in general sense, I am talking to that. In a common sense, now the people in common sensuals viewpoint, they now look the culture from the viewpoint of their commercial sense. They see that now knowing this and being refined in something, they are well cultured and this distinguishes the people belonging to the uncultured masses. Now, this is the common sensical knowledge I am talking about that. And moreover, even concerning something we would today as the individual like the preference for coffee over the tea. Now the preference of the over the preference over the just a tea, coffee, preference of coffee over the tea. This is those who are taking the coffee who are the much more cultured, and those who are taking the tea is not cultured. That is they are the uncultured and the now the substandard culture they have. It means in common sensical knowledge, common sensical views, one can now see the culture in that point of view. This is not correct in any angles from the any angles and from the any point of view. This is not correct at all. And now, by contrast, sociologists look at the culture not as something that distinguishes the individual, but on the sociologist's point of view and their angles is quite different. And now, by the something that distinguishes individual, that is not culture, but as a way of life. Culture is what? Culture is as a whole way of life. Your way of life should be you prefer the coffee, you live in the just in a different way, you are going in a different way, but my way of life is I am going from the different way. So this is the now the maybe the just a this is the culture in the viewpoint of the sociologist. And I have already mentioned that the culture can't be ranked first culture, second culture, and third culture. No, this can be the compared. Culture only can be compared, not compared from viewpoint of the knowledge and of very aspects. And every knowledge is the useful in the every society and everywhere. Technical knowledge is as useful. Traditional knowledge is also useful. So now, on that basis, you can say that technical knowledge is more cultured and traditionals are not cultured. It is quite wrong. And as students, we are the looking here from the viewpoint of the sociologist. And now, one early anthropological definitions of the culture comes from British scholar Edward Taylor. Edward Taylor, he has now threw a very relevant light on the culture. He had defined the culture in a very relevant way. Although his definition is criticized on the basis of the materialistics knowledge, but he has given the much more and the widely and the broadly accepted or universally accepted definition of the culture. Now, according to the Taylor, culture or civilization, taken in its wide uh, ethnographic sense, ethnographic sense is that complex whole. Now, is that complex whole I have already mentioned, which includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, custom, any other capabilities, and the habits acquired by man as a member of the society. What he told, what he said, ki now the culture is what? Culture is that complex whole. It is the complex as a whole in the society. What the complex includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, custom, and other capabilities and the habits now acquired by man, habits acquired by man as a member of society. So now the Mr. Edward Tallers, he had a British who defined the culture in a culture as the complex whole that includes the knowledge, knowledge, belief, art, morals, law, custom, any other capabilities, and the habits acquired by man as a member of society. This is the definition by the Tyler. The after the Tylers, it may be the different scholars have defined, and any definition is not the just the last end of the subject and end of understanding. No, because the subject is progressive. Subject every subject is now the progressive subject. So that's why the different definitions at a different time comes, and different time the definitions are given. So now here we are going to see after the two generations, the founder of functional school of the anthropology, Bronislaw Malinowski, Bronislaw Malinowski of Poland. He belonged to a Poland. Now he wrote about the culture. What is the culture? Culture comprises culture comprises inherited artifacts, inherited artifacts, habit, goods, technical processes, ideas, habits, and virtues. Now this compromises now comprises the what? The artifacts, goods, technical process, ideas, habits, and values. These are the components of culture. These are the ingredients of the culture. Ingredients or components of the culture. These are the. And the moreover, we have to see that after that, Clifford Geertz, Clifford Geertz has given the another definitions of the culture, that is the his look at the human. Now he suggested suggested that we look at human action in the same way. Now, Clifford said, we people, we all live in the society, we observe the society, examine the society, understand and social activities. So now, according to him, according to the Clifford, that we look at human action, we all human action in the same way. How? As we look at the words in the book, as we go through the book, you look at the words, go through, and try to understand the what the your book is providing you or giving you the message and the writing and the what the message that you are getting and grasping from your book. Now what the you are inhaling from the books and grasping the teaching and the words of the books. Now actions like the words in a book, we see them as a conveying a message. Books, what the books convey? Books are those words, are those compositions which now convey or communicate message, conveying a message to us. Through the books, we get the knowledge, we get the most message. The similarly, the if we observe the society as a whole, then now the society now gives and convey the knowledge to the people and knowledge to its participants or in its inhabitants. Then now the society is what? Society is just as the book. As a member of society, every individual go through the society now learning something and getting the message something, just as students now go through the book and grasp a lots of knowledge by going through the uh, uh, by going and passing his eyes through the different words and understanding the different messages which is being conveyed to him or her. This is the now the facts we are going to see here. According to the Clifford book, see the society is open books written with a different culture, and the individual living in society are grasping this and learning what the society is now sparing to us as a member of the society. Now let's see the further definitions. The man is an animal suspended in wave. Man is just like the animal. Understand? We are the animal, no doubt. We are the civilized and cultured animal. We are the cultured animal. Understand? But we are the animal, basically. And we are the cultured. So now here, the man is an animal suspended in wave of the significance. Significance. He or himself has a sperm. Now we all are hanging and trapped in the waves. Significant he or himself has a spun. We have now spun the wave around us. Understand? We all have. And under that wave, we are the suspended. Under the wave of the society, we all are the knitted together. Knitted and web and hanging in trap of society. Not trap, but in the web of the society. We are the now tied with that. A spider's net. Like that. A spider's net in which under which we all are the now the hanging in the societies. And moreover, here the search is not so causal. Now here I take culture to be the those waves. Those waves of the society is culture under which we are we are living, under which we are suspended and learning a lot. Whether the imposing willingly or not willingly, we are the learning a lot from the society. And this is the way under the wave of society. The search is not for a causal explanation. The scholars is not searching a causal explanation, but for an interpretative one. This is the not causal. It is the maybe the interpretive, intri- interpretative one, or that is the search for the meaning. We are the just in search of the meaning of that culture, meaning of culture a society provides. Similarly, Leslie White, another scholars, and another scholar who had placed a comparable emphasis on culture. Now he looked the culture, placed a comparable emphasis on culture as a means of adding meaning to objective reality. Now, objective, wow, these cultures, many of the things in the cultures are invisible. It is the quite abstract, invisible. So now he talk about that Leslie White had placed a comparable emphasis on culture as a means of adding meaning to objective reality. What is the invisible reality in the culture? He tries to found out that, and moreover, using the examples of people, using the examples of people living people regarding water from a particular source as a holy. Similarly, Ganga as a now flowing water, but its values becomes much more. The when we people start understanding the holiness of the Ganga, its piousness of the Ganga, then it becomes the much valuable. Similarly, the here is a culture. Object reality. Understand? We now objective reality is what? How we make the things and look the things valuable. How we make the things valuable. Water is water, but Ganga is pious. It is the values of the Ganga. It is the values and thoughts. The this and this is the invisible reality which makes the Ganga as a pious. This is our invisible thoughts, our in values. This has to be the understanding the culture. Moreover, we now notice anything in Milonovsky definition that is the missing in toilets. Understand? There, if you compare the both the writers, the both the scholars, that is the quite different here. First, the now apart from his mention of art, I am talking about the Milonovsky. Now, what he and mention all the things listed by Taylor are non-material. All the things which the Taylor had mentioned is the non-material, and this is not because Taylor himself never looked at the material culture. Taylor has not a now mention about the material culture. In the culture, he had now isolated the material culture from the culture. Understand why? Why so? He was he was in the fact a museum curator. In fact, now Tyler was now a museum curator, and from here we see that he was in effect a museum curator. Most of his anthropological writings was based on examination of artifacts and tools from societies across the world. Now in the museum, many artifacts and tools had been gathered and compiled there, and compiled in the museum, in which he had and the now he had never visited those places, never visited whatever the things of the important things what which had been collected in the museum. So now he examined those things on that basis, but he had never made any visit to the anywhere from that place where the things in the museum kept were belonging. No, never visited those places. So now we are going to see here, here that society across. We can now see the his definitions of culture is an attempt to take into account its intangible and abstract dimension. Now his account sees the intangible and abstract dimensions, means invisible dimensions of a, and so as to acquire a comprehensive understanding, to get a comprehensive, a broad understanding of the societies he was studying. So he intangible or a intangible dimensions and the abstract dimensions he followed. Understand? He did not come near to the materialistic aspects of the culture. I am talking about that. The materialistic aspects. Now, Malinowski happened to be stranded on an island. Now, here, Malinowski happened to be stranded on an island in the Western Pacific during the First World War going, all where the bombardment was going, the world was involved, the Allied forces and the Allied forces and the fascist forces were and the central forces were involved in the battles. That's why he had to take the refuge on an island in the Western Pacific during the First World War, and he stranded there. He trapped there. He had to be live there to escape the life, and discovered thereby the value of remaining for the extended period with society. So then after he made the very deep study there about the culture one was studying, this led to the establishment of the traditional field of the work. One thing is that Milanowski stayed that island, and where he now mix up and come closer to the society. He mixed up with the people to which he was the observing together. or he himself put together with those islanders. So he now was the first man who evolved and developed on field work. Field work. Developed a field work. What the developed field work? It means that, understand, if the sociologist have to or anthropologist have to get the real knowledge and the real knowledge about the tribal's life and the community, so they had to participate, they have to live together, they have to be the live together the social groups to which they are studying, and they have to be the assimilated with them to find out the actual and the facts from them, establish the facts. But that's why, understand, the field work, this is the one of the methods of the research in the sociology. This is the one of the method to make the study in the sociology and findings of the sociology. It comes the very true, understand, or moreover, we can see in the chapter you will have to study this, but this year it has been deleted by the CBSE board, understand. Even then, the time to time I will try my best to let you know about the research methods, understand, which is applied in sociology, in sociological fields. Further, the multiple definitions of the culture in anthropology, in multiple definitions of culture in anthropological studies had Alfred Kroeber or Clyde. Alfred Kroeber and Clavey published a comprehensive survey entitled Culture, Critical Review of the concepts and the definitions in the 1952. Samples of the various definitions is now presented below. Some of the samples has been given here, or here the we have to be understand and try to compare which elements of the culture and the definition will be the best suited to learn and to understand the culture. Understand here the way some of the words I have used during our teaching, that is the way, learn, behavior. However, we then look at the each of use. Each is used, you may be the struck by a shift in the emphasis. Emphasis. The first phrase refers to mental ways. Now, first, mental ways, way of thinking, feeling, or believing. This is the mental way of the understanding the culture and the part of the elements of the culture. The first, but second is the total way of life. Second is the here total way of the life of the people, and now we see that the definition D, D, E, and F lay stress on culture as a what is shared and passed one among one group to the down to the generations. Here we can see in the box we can study D. D what said? Learned, learned behavior. C. A storehouse of the pooled learning. And the now F. What the F say? The social legacy the individual acquires from his group. Understand? From his group. So these are the main elements to which we have to be the emphasis. The last two phrases are the first to refer to the culture as a means of directing behavior. Culture as a just like as a means of directing behavior. So these are the elements of the culture. Culture first in a way of think. What is the culture? Way of thinking, feeling, and believing. What is the culture? The total way of the life of people. And abstract, an abstraction from behavior, learned behavior, a storehouse of the pooling learnings. Okay, a social legacy the individual acquire from his group or his forefathers or his now ancestors. So now we see that the culture have the many elements, and through that elements the culture has been the cultural definition have been the composed as a whole. Understand? So, students, I suppose that today we have only this much, and from the next we shall study in the next dimension of culture. You will study this. आप पढ़ के रहिएगा. You will have to be the. You will study, make the study the dimension of culture, cognitive aspects of culture or normative aspects of culture. The two aspects we shall study. The first dimension of culture, cognitive, normative, or material. Three dimensions of cultures are here. So we shall one by one, I shall mention these: cognitive, normative, and material. Three dimensions of the culture are here. So we shall see this and study in the next period. Thank you very much for attending the class.